Well, we designed 144 Point Lane as a legacy project for the clients. They wanted a destination for their family, not just for them, but not as a resort, as a place that was personal to them and which would create memories for them and their family. We were able to narrow it down to their being interested in a more traditional house, a house that spoke to a broad shingle tradition that is now evident in cottages that were built in the late 19th and early 20th century up and down the eastern seaboard. Much of our reputation in residential architecture rests on our having designed those houses, which drew them to us. There are, I don't know how many different varieties of treatments of shingles in the exterior of the house, and somehow they all work together. We had a master shingle craftsman, Barry Huber, in charge of the shingle installation on both the roof and the sidewalls, and it really is artistry. Every room has a bespoke palette of moldings, which sets the character for each of those spaces, not only on the walls, but on the ceilings. The moldings are specific to each room. There are, I think, 3, maybe 4 fireplaces in the house. Each one is different, each one designed specifically for the space that it's in. It's a long and relatively narrow house, and by being narrow, most of the rooms have a water or a view side exposure, mostly towards the southwest, I would say. So you can watch the sunset from every room. We scale the windows up larger than they would be in a more traditional 1890 vintage house, but with the same level of detail that you would find in those windows. So in most rooms in this house, for example, the center window is very often left with the muntins, the dividers, at the perimeter, which essentially leaves you with a picture window out towards the view, which frames the view almost like a painting. An important factor in planning any house that comes out of this office is the flow between inside and outside. And that is something we paid particularly attention to in this house. Every room on the main floor has direct access to a wraparound porch, which is a filter essentially between the rooms inside and the open site itself. And the porch is deep enough to furnish, it's deep enough to actually function on, and it gives you an intermediate step between those rooms and the open lawn overlooking the marsh and the golf course and the views beyond. It's a work of architecture that you understand as you experience it. And that, to me, gives it greater depth and greater meaning as you walk through it.